But yeah, welcome everybody on today's podcast recording. It's going to be nice to have a relaxed discussion about personal fears and our experiences and how we find ourselves making progress. So welcome Osmary, welcome Maryna for joining us today.
Thank you. Can I ask
Good afternoon.
why the Seekers podcast? Why this name? Because I don't know the history of the podcast.
Seekers
Why?
of truth, seekers of
Mm-hmm.
knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the idea behind the name.
So I believe, Maryna, you're also a seeker. So welcome to the podcast, the Seeker Podcast. Maybe a quick introduction about you, profession, location for our audience.
My name is Maryna. I'm from Ukraine, and I currently located in Kiev. About what I'm doing right now, I'm a sculptor. I'm doing ceramic sculptures, and I think that's it for now. Like, so what else do you want to know?
So I guess just for everybody's watching or listen, who will watch and listen to this podcast, Maryna has joined our life transformation program, and we invited her today for her to share her personal development, personal growth journey. And that's what we're going to discuss today.
But yeah, if you wanted to share your if you have a website about your work that you do, your sculpting, etc., then you're more than welcome to share that with us, and we'll add that in the comments for people to locate you at the end.
Okay. I want to say that currently I've decided that my personal transformation will be connected with my works too and my sculptures. So currently I don't post my new works and what I'm doing. And I've decided that when I'm finished my transformation and I gonna do the collection of my works, and it's gonna also show how it started, how it proceeded, and how it's ended, what I came through when I were where I were and what I right now. So I don't know. I don't have right now anything to share. Only my old works, but it's already in past. So it's a new person right now.
It's actually interesting that you're saying that your work is actually the story of your personal development journey. So
Yeah.
maybe if you can share quick background of your personal journey, what actually has triggered or what was the tipping point for you to go into this journey?
Um, I thought in past that I saw that maybe when I was right now I'm 35 years old, but when I was around 27, I thought I already cope with all of my problems, and I succeed in everything, and only field where I need to succeed more is my career. But when I turned 30, I think 31, some feelings which I had suppressed for a long time start to like appear slowly. And I think that and I continue my like thing that I was doing for a long time. It's suppressing my emotions and my feelings for a long time. And I think when the war started, I was in Kiev exactly, and when I faced with war, fear of death, and the danger which was like surrounding all of us, I think it was beginning of real transformation. Because before I was like running from my childhood memories, from my deepest dreams. It's like right now when I analyze, and it was like some kind of illusions that everything is okay and everything is fine. I feel happy and just go up and everything's gonna be okay. But when the war happened, and after the, I think, first year of the war, I start the feeling of I have the feeling of the depression, and I even start to search for the therapist, and I started my therapy, and also I even was taking some medications which helped me cope with depression. Um, but what happened, I started to do things which I was dreaming about. It was first it was drawing, because when I was a kid, I was drawing were the thing that helped me um, to cope with problems and to create a safe space and like dream words. And it was the feeling that I'm okay, am I in a safe environment. So I reconnected with drawing, and when I reconnected with drawing, I met one artist. He is a sculptor, and he proposed me to start learning sculpting. And when I start sculpting, I open, I like something like deep doors in me opened up, and it was so interesting. And I was thinking that I never think that something can help you. It's like a meditation. When I touch the clay, and when you feel it, it's your drawing, it's different thing. But when you can feel it turning this thing and create something, touch it, smell it, and even it can go through different steps, like you can burn it, you can take it's a form of it and create something new. It was so interesting, and it helped me uh, I think it helped me stay safe and survive here in Ukraine, because um, you start to use to all this what happening around you, and all this what is like for the other world it seems like super scary. You already used to it, and what is happening, it's like you already have the schedule, uh it becoming normal for you, but then you understand it's suppressing again, suppressing your feelings, suppressing your emotions. And again I understood that something doesn't work. Again I feel stuck. And I think after the 2 years of therapy, and when I was ending my medication, already stopped to take my medication, and I become on my own, I was start to search for something new, because all what I was trying to do here wasn't working, and I feel lost, and I feel that I'm still destroying myself. And then through the internet, I found you, Osmary, and I think my next level of transformation began with you, because for me, yeah, this is I've decided to take a solo trip, because in spring, the year before we met with you, I traveled to Europe with my friend. It was again, I supposed to go alone, but I was so scared to go alone. I don't know why. So I took my friend. But when I decided to go on a retreat, I decided that I need to go solo. I need to face all these fears, because I was running from them, and I need to deal with it, face them, and help myself to overcome and to take them with me. And my way to you, it was quite kind of difficult. it was like I remember how many days I was crying on the way before we met with you. But then when we met, I feel so relieved. I was happy that you could smooth, like, so it's like mute all these voices, anxious thoughts in me. And when we start retreat, how you introduce me to the meditation, and also the way the place and the retreat could like start this the beginning of my transformation. And then when I return back home, I'll have lots of energy. I return back to my workshop in my studio. I start to create, and I felt so relieved. And I thought, oh, finally, I gain it, and I love this feeling. But it's like again, you have this feeling maybe after a month or maybe more. I start the feeling that I need more. I need more knowledge. I want to understand myself more. I like you start to read the book. I want next chapter, and I want to go deeper. And then you told that you and Philippe plan to start this program. And I remember that I texted you that if you have a place, take me, take me, take me. And finally, I joined the program, and my next level of transformation continued.
Nice. So if I summarize that, basically, you reach success.
I think
I
yes.
don't know what is the definition of success, but can you just quickly define before I move on? What is that success that you mentioned?
Oh, first of all, I think that when I start meditation and when we do inner child healing, I finally felt this feeling that I can hear myself. I can look into myself, and I can talk to myself. Because before, I think I was hiding behind the sculpture, behind some things that hiding from these feelings because I was scared to let down myself, I think. So I was super scared before we met, and I think you felt it. After after the retreat, I think that I was proud of myself. I was stronger, and I was because of this strength, I was feeling that I need more. I can go, and can go higher or go deeper. It's different, like if you go dig deeper or go higher, if you can compare it to the climb in the mountain. Yeah.
So yeah, you had the definition of success by standards, then you realize your emotions are actually suppressed, then you underwent to the war, and then that triggered fear. Then you go to, is it therapy? Therapy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after therapy, finally, you found the courage to go on a solo trip to really
Yes.
start your transformation journey.
Yes. Yes. Yes, exactly, because I create this comfort, but it doesn't work. It seems like it's protecting me from potential problems and things that could happen, but actually it was again something comparing to suppressing, hiding and suppressing. Yeah.
It takes a lot of inner strength to do what you've done, and
Thank
people
you.
don't realize that. And one of the things that people ask me, what they should do, I say to them, they should be brave, because you have to be brave. And this is exactly what you did. You brave, even though it was still a scary situation. you were brave and you took that step, and then you found success because you were brave enough to take that first step. And that's always the problem. And so many people are afraid to take that first step, and they never find that success that you found because they were too afraid to do that. So being brave is paramount. And I think what Osmarie and I try to do is we try to support people in that first step.
Yeah.
If they're feeling concerned or worried, then we can help them to be brave just for that first time. It's just the first time. It's like the first time you go bungee jumping, you're like, oh, I can't do it. And once you've done it, say, that was easy, I'm going to do it again, right? And that's through, I think the whole of life is like that, really.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Can you share like the top 3 fears that you feel and the one reason of saying yes, I'm gonna do it,
You
or
mean the
just top fears?
top fears before I start, before my trip, or right now?
No, before your trip and the because we're talking here about the start of your personal development journey. What were your top fears and the one reason that made you I'm gonna do it no matter what?
Oh, troposphere. I think I felt so many fears at that moment, and my consciousness was telling me bad things, you know. It's like protecting you, but it's telling you that you're not gonna succeed. I think this thing that it's no, you couldn't do it. But it's safer here, you know. It's something like you fighting with your like anxious part of the brain that is protecting you. Yes, it's willing you the best. It's like telling you potential problems you can face, preparing you for these problems, but also it's keep you stuck in this moment, in these problems, and you're still in this circle. So I mean, like anxious thoughts and the fear of that I couldn't succeed in it, and it's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. Better not to do it. You know, that's the biggest fear which I faced. And then when it happened, I understood that it's not scary at all, and it was so pleasant. It was so nice. Um, so you need to listen more to yourself. That if you need to change the environment, better to do it. Listen to yourself, and I'm glad that I did this first step, but it was super scary, super scary.
Do you remember when on the course when we discussed about real fear and imagined fear?
Yeah, yeah,
Because as you're
exactly.
talking now, this is exactly what you're describing, and I think you experienced that for yourself, didn't you?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yes, I did. It's true.
Yeah, go on. Because I have a follow-up question.
Now carry on.
Yeah, because we're talking about like the fear. Actually, because I'm following, yeah, I met you and I'm honored and happy to hear that I am part of your trigger for your personal transformation journey. And we're happy here today to have you to share your experience, not only, well, actually on the life transformation program, but as I said, I'm privileged and honored to hearing from you that I'm the start of the personal development journey. So um you've done the trip retreat and then you came back, you said you are so alive, so enthusiastic and stuff. What was what was the thing that you think you needed more to level up? What triggered you like, oh, I want more? Oh, I want to learn more.
First of all, when I returned back to Ukraine and first week, I think also was difficult because it's same routine. you return to the same place you've been with these fears, with these thoughts, the same schedule, all the same, but you're not the same. And it's like so many things start to annoy you. It's like, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't want this. And you're starting to make a plan, what you like, what you don't like, and what you want to change. And I was thinking about things that I don't want this in my life anymore. I want to cross out this, and this. I don't want these people in my life. I don't want this same things that I did. I don't want to repeat this, because I was maybe at that moment also I was scared that if I continue in the same flow, nothing gonna change. It just and if I stay, it becomes senseless that I go on a retreat as and wouldn't do something else next level for myself, change something deeper, because you already open it. So why to just look and and go deeper? So I think my curious side also was like, let's try something new. Let's search for deeper connection. It's like you already feel it, like you touch your inner self, and you want to continue help yourself. You want to continue take care of yourself, because you understand this. The important thing is just you right now. When you become you and your inner self, calm and connected, everything's gonna be all right. It's become clear, and you like your vision also became clear for you. You see the right answers for the questions you asked before. I think this.
So you woke up and you gain clarity of the things you want and you don't want.
I think it's like woke up, I think earlier, but it's like, I put glasses, I clean my eyes, I clean my ears, and I think I put like a coat on myself. So it's like a hug myself. So I support myself and give this understanding that you're not alone. I'm with myself, and now it's not scary, and just go next step, go on the next level.
And that's the reason, and maybe that's the reason you decided to join the life transformation program.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And I think you didn't use it before, because I remember we were talking about that you planning this and you discussing this, and I was desperately willing to try it, because I was thinking that I was feeling something inside, that is there is something that I need to hear, that I need to find out more. Yeah.
So going into the program, what what were the um, top empowering lessons or realizations that you had?
Oh. I think it was also scary at the beginning, because I'm gonna describe the steps which I passed through the program. When I receive, before we meet, we have this first online meeting. You send this. I forget.
Self-assessment
Yeah,
questionnaire.
exactly, exactly.
11 areas of your life, satisfaction level, commitment, where you at.
Exactly. Yeah, and when I opened it, it was also okay. I took a deep breath and I started to think about it. And honestly, it was like right now I need to be honest with myself, and I rely myself. And I start to feel this. And after I finish, I decided to check one more time if it's correct. Yes, it's correct. I was happy that there was right questions, and I was glad that not a lot of focuses. That I remember it was three right topics to concentrate first on the three spheres of your life, and I when I found them, it's like also finding the key. Okay, you find these diseases or bugs, whatever you can call them, and now it's like I want to know how to help myself. Like, let's do it. And when we started, um, I remember something familiar with retreat, the feeling of exhaustion, that you're exhausted actually, because first 2 or 3 sessions we have, I don't remember, we have four, I think, yes, 4 sessions,
Five.
5, I remember 2 or 3 because it was the
3 sessions, 5 modules.
yes, yeah, the heaviest one, like we go deeper and deeper, and I was so exhausted of this when you're doing this task and you were working on yourself, you take in lots of the knowledge and answers and tasks, and also things that help you to stay grounded and settle. But I think you gave lots of energy, and first of the feeling was that I'm a bit exhausted. I was really exhausted, but I love this feeling because it for me it was like you're on the right way. Uh, if it touch you and it comes through you, and we on the right way. Um, For me, I think still the most difficult task, and I'm on a small steps right now. I'm not pushing myself on it. It's about fear-based experiences and the mirror exercises. Like, it's a new trigger, It was the toughest one. I think the toughest one, because I was recording on my voice when I was doing this task, you return back to it. And when there was task to self-therapy, I think this is the point when I stop myself and say, we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet, because for me, I think my location also play a big role in it, because my consciousness, my body, um, is taking care of me, and to gain energy is a bit difficult due to the weather too, because right now we have December, I think, with Philip almost same weather, rainy, foggy, and freezing. So it's like you don't have the sun, you don't have lots of nature, because it's like no leaves, nothing, just everything is gray, and the day is super short. It's ending at like 4 p.m. and you start to think about how much energy do I have to cope with this and this. So I think right now, if I'm comparing myself to a phone on the charging, so I think I'm about 40% I'm charged. So every piece of their battery is you thinking how I can where I gonna invest this power and how I gonna use. So it's still, I think I'm still thinking that I'm on a way to solving this. I think that for me it's the toughest task.
So yeah, it's definitely as you say, tough, and it is the hardest part. Even it's the hardest part of the course that I teach is those modules, because as you say, suddenly you face yourself and you find these difficult situations, and plus you are in a difficult situation yourself on top of that. So we can all understand why it would be difficult for most people. This is the toughest job. When people come and take on the course, I always say to them, this is the most difficult thing you will ever do in any lifetime. This self-assessment, right, is really, really tough. And as I mentioned earlier, if you need the support and you want to discuss and you want to maybe recharge your batteries, you're never alone. We're always here to assist and help in that aspect. But at the same time, we also realize it's a solo journey, right? This is something that you have to manage, you have to overcome and by yourself. So I think you're doing a really, really good job, and I don't think you should pressure yourself too much. Do what you can, do as much as you can, and where you can boost your energy. Yeah, I mean, you're already joining us on a Monday evening meditation, which should give you a bit of a boost, I'm hoping. So yeah, but just keep going. You're doing really well considering your circumstances. You're doing really, really well. So well done.
Thank you, and I really want to say thank you again for meditation, for this opportunity, because it's also I don't know, it's like difficult knowledge to gain how to do meditation, because I was so clinical before about meditation in my past and the breathing exercises and everything, because you don't know how does it work, and you don't know how to do it. And when you also explain in it, and when we do these practices, it all also help you to realize it actually working. It help you, but you need to master it. It's also things that you need to master in your life, and this things is also really meaningful and really helps, especially in my location. It's really really meaningful. It helps a lot. Breathing exercises, meditation, grounding. It's really, really important, because triggers around this so many, and people around, because in right now in Ukraine, the stress level after 3 years of war is really high. And when you meet sometime and face with people, you can feel it in the communication with it, that it's really stressful, and people like release on you. It's like you also building this wall and protecting yourself, because it's really difficult, and people are tired, exhausted, and you need to take care of yourself. You need to find tools, as we discussed before, tools which help you to reconnect, to calm down, to like put more fresh air in your brain and relax, because it's really important to master this. It's actually really working, and I absolutely recommend it.
Well, glad to hear that meditation Mondays actually help. And I guess this is what people underestimate. Everybody says they're busy, but the truth is, if you silence your mind just even for 10 minutes, you can solve a lot of problems, because that's when you start thinking.
There's a Zen proverb which says that you should meditate at least 20 minutes every day. Unless you're very busy, then you should meditate for 1 hour each day.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But
So does that mean that your life has changed enormously, if I may say so? But yeah, as you said, there's still a long way to go.
uh, you know, um, it's like how to compare it to what to explain. It's like a maybe anatomy of myself. I can look and open myself and understand how to treat myself, how to help myself in different situations, and where things that still need to be working on, because I do know that fear, I think about fear-based experiences, it's the toughest, and like in computer games, it's a boss. It's like to face it. It is. It is because right now I'm like, preparing myself, my body for it, and finding a way how to um, help myself to open up to it and slowly like go into it. Because why sculpture? Also, well, as I told you before, it actually also a good tool for it, because when I'm working with clay, you can release the stress, and when you're really angry and you need to release it, you can do it through the clay. You can smash it. Even some, I remember when I returned from retreat, actually, I have really big dry work which I couldn't finish, and it was connected with really bad memories, and I destroyed it. Actually, I took a hammer. I remember it was super big, and
That must be liberating.
yeah, it was so. I felt myself so good. It like really bad memories, really bad experience that I know like I put in front of me. I remember I knew you, I know all these feelings, and I know what happened, and I took this hammer. I like, okay, so and I was so glad. The same with my feeling. Sometimes it's difficult to say something, especially when it's connected with your traumas and childhood memories. It's sometimes really difficult, but when you're doing with your hands and creating, it's really helpful. So right now, I'm like giving myself all these tools like meditation, breathing. Also, tomorrow I'm gonna start yoga. So it's
Ah,
like, yes,
There you
I
go.
yes, I decided that breathing and yoga, because we are talking about chakras, and my root chakra, I think that's like where we begin with my root chakra, and all start with the root chakra. I think it is a base. I need to start from the beginning, and I feel that when I make this basement and I help myself with root chakra, I can like more independent and fearless go up, go up and up. And I feel that if I give myself these tools, if I train my body and my mind, uh, so it's okay, it's fine. It's like, mm, I create this safe environment for myself and give these tools. So my consciousness and subconscious, they like, okay, we're ready. So slowly. So right now on this super slow baby steps, but I like talking to myself and say, but it's interesting. You're gonna have fun. It's yoga. It's breathing. It's like it's fun. It's interesting. You become stronger too. Like, so it's really,
it's good. Yoga, especially the postures, as you'll find out. The
yeah,
first month is very tough, up to 3 months. If you can survive 3 months, then you will be okay. But it can be tough, right? But I know you have the strength, but it will help you a certain aspect. You're working on breathing, you're working on
yeah,
meditation. Now you're going to add the physical postures, which is going to help to condition the physical body. And all of those things together is going to
yeah,
accelerate your growth. So it's
exactly.
brilliant news. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm also
Really, I'm
actually
so proud of you. Because
Thank you.
I'm talking to you now, and you just mentioned about base root chakra. I just remember that day when I gave you an energy healing. You were sitting on the sand and you don't want to move. You were so comfortable. We were doing the reading.
Yeah,
And then I did a heal. You said like, no, I don't want to move. I feel so comfortable here, which is basically your block. You
yeah,
don't want to change. And then I did the energy healing with you. And you said, oh my God, this position is so uncomfortable. I just want to move now. I just want to change. Where? And looking at you now, talking about this, like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy to hear.
Yeah, I'm happy, really happy to really, and about the program too. That um, I mean, like it help you educate about yourself. It's like encyclopedia. I don't know how to say. When we were starting, remember when the first station, first model, second model, and when we talking about the scenes that, for example, in our body, this neck, back problem, all these things that we are carrying with us, all this pain for such a long time, all this, but understanding that releasing it, accepting it, is gonna make you feel lighter, and you like so it's like help you to start enjoy your life again, actually, and like leave this past, best past feeling in the past, not that in the past, like accepting it. Yes, exactly, accepting it. The things that it's you understand that, for example, for myself and for my past self, I'm grateful that I did what I could, and I think that my body protect me a lot, and my consciousness and some consciousness, they protect me from lots of things, and I'm really grateful to myself that in one moment, yes, I start to break down, and I start to destroy. But it's also, as we talked before, it's a process uh, of transformation. When somewhere it's breaking and something new, born, like just born, it's important step in transformation. So, and right now, I'm grateful more to myself and my past self that we are here right now, and we understanding everything more and deeper. And it's important to reconnect with myself, and I'm really glad that I learning, and with all respect, I think it's not go fast, but with tenderness and everything, you need to, with all respect to yourself, reconnect with yourself. It's really important.
Yeah, I think your level of awareness has gone up tremendously.
Yes. Mm.
And the empowerment that you have received and that you hold now because of the retreat and the workshop training you did with us is clearly left an impact on you and has empowered you greatly. And it's nice that it's fantastic to see how you have this drive within you now to
Yeah.
search for more and going to start yoga, another phase which is going to change dramatically as well. When I first started yoga, I remember I thought after a few months, I should have done this years ago. Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, 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 exactly, yeah. And breathing also, the breathing, I think this, the stress, anxiety, and everything, the muscles so tense, your body's so tense every time, and the breathing is like also, I remember when we also do this exercise, the shoulders like fell down. It's like, oh, I feel so good, I feel so relaxed. And I also with meditation, I love this feeling of warmness and this feeling of relaxation. It's so good it's like and you like given this respect to your body that it's working so hard, and you given this rest, important rest for every inch of you. So it's really important. Yes. So I'm really grateful to you both for this experience and this knowledge that you give, and exercises and tools that you taught us, and give this like instruction to ourselves, how to be gentle with yourself, and how to, in this situation, go here, in this situation, go here. It's really nice, and really, and actually really working on them. So but I'm learning. I know that it's not a fast way. It's not a fast result. It's, you need to go slower, and with repetition, and also don't go fast, and just rely on yourself, and it's gonna come. And it's like a realization in one moment that I got it. It's like a bicycle, I think. Also, for me, it was when I started bicycle, it was super hard, difficult. But when I learned it, it was like, oh, like I was born with it. It was so natural. Yeah, everything in life in the beginning is difficult and seems like unobtainable. But when you master it, it's like in your blood, in your nerve system. It's everywhere in you. Yeah.
But listening to you right now, I just can feel that it's more than 2 months, right? Since we met during the retreat.
We met, I
And
think,
then
end of September,
September,
beginning
yeah.
of October. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So like almost more than 2 months, 2.5
Yeah.
months after, and then life transformation. I can see the progress and you've come so far. So for our listeners or watchers, who are undergoing or who are scared to start their transformation journey, what advice will you share and give to them? Because you've been there.
Oh, yeah. I think when it feels the darkest, and when you feel like everything is against you, it's really bad. I think it's beginning, as we also talk with you, beginning of new, something new, like reborn, or like it's destroying, and something new is happening. And don't I think don't force yourself. Maybe start like in a dialogue with yourself. Also, I like that you also taught on a retreat the diary, writing feelings, and also some kind of communication with yourself, your inner child feeling, write down in your diary. It also helps to understand and come through your feelings with the diary really good. Meditation, breathing. I regret that I was so cynical about it before, because I think it's yes, there's some things you need to as told me Philip. Yes, I know that I supposed to learn it before. If you start, just learn it, master it, and keep it in your life. It's really important. Yoga, meditation, and breathing. I think start with something what you can afford, and not to force yourself into things that you're not ready for. But if you have a person in your life you can rely on, you can open up, it's also good. For example, I'm really glad that first I met you, Osmary, and then I met you, Philippe, that I can trust you. And I when I could open up and I feel safe. It's important to find people in your life with whom you can transform yourself and feel safe. Because when I was in a darkest moment with myself, I couldn't trust myself. because it's because of these thoughts, because of these feelings. You think that I gonna make my self like feeling worse. Or when something bad happened to you, you start to blame yourself. Oh, it was your fault. It's like this it's circle of bad thoughts and bad treatment to yourself. So first, uh, start to suppress feelings and force yourself to something. Diary, meditation, breathing, yoga, and find people you can trust, open, and maybe find a friend with whom you first can come to this retreat or to the program. Maybe you're gonna feel safer when you come not alone. Find a friend. I think what I what I'm thinking about the past and this moment, that it's so scary in our head. Everything's so scary, and when we are in the weakest moment, but it's just happening in our head, really. And sometimes it's important to, as we talk about, not silent your head, but like make it not so, the volume go down, like it's slower, to slow down everything, all these feelings, thoughts. First important is relaxation meditation. When you relax, all these thoughts and fears also, like, they're not so scary as they were before, and they will become more clear, understandable, and you start to think more like critically, not so, like, you understand that it's think clear. I think that's a more right answer for this question. So I think this. So
Well, thank you as well for the trust. I believe trust should be two-way. It's not just only for the participants, but also we put trust in you.
Yeah, as you
thank you.
say, it's a continuous, the work doesn't stop, the work on yourself. I mean, even for us, I can speak for myself, and Osprey will say the same thing. Even now in this week, we were discussing issues that we still working on things, right? And it doesn't stop. As long as you have this body in this life, there will always be a challenge from the fear-based experiences. And
Yeah.
even once you have the tools, as you are now experiencing, that you are more empowered, because then you become more brave, and you understand, and then you feel that you can actually approach them and try and resolve these things. So it's an ongoing process, and you've been brave, you took on the challenge, and now you've empowered yourself, and now you're moving on, and that's amazing. It's what we intend to do. Yeah, so it's fantastic to see that it's working for you. It's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you, really.
That actually led me to my last question.
Oh, you have last question.
Yeah, because I've already asked so much. So that's my last question. You just to wrap up actually what Philip said. How do you see yourself now in your personal transformation, personal development journey moving forward, aside from yoga?
I understood also. First of all, I need to, as I explained before, my body should be strong enough, relaxed, strong, and I think that I want to try sculpture, and with it go into my fear-based experiences slowly, with as we talked with you, Philippe, before, that with a small one, easiest one fear. And I decided that I'm gonna write a diary for my works, which I was like, what I was doing before, and I was playing to diary about every feeling I'm having in this moment. what I'm like after I was doing the sculpt, like all these feelings that when I gonna do the sculpting and also working with the clay in the studio, because I feeling that for me maybe talking about my past experiences, this fear-based experiences, is give me some kind of harm, and my body it has not enough power to overcome this and cope with it. So I need to prepare my brain, my consciousness, my body, and help myself to make it slow, relaxed, and safe. The most important is safe. So I've decided that maybe I change something in my studio, make it more relaxed and safe for myself. And I don't want to force myself to kind of result, because it was before, I create in my brain, so you should do this to succeed in this, it's gonna be like this, and you should do, and you press on yourself, and then you're so scared, you're so blocked, and so you don't want to do anything like at all, because you're scared to make a mistake, do something wrong. And what I like about this feeling right now, so I like that I'm okay with going slowly. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna get everything at once. And just it's gonna come. I know that's gonna come if I continue working on myself, if I continue these practices, if I continue diaries, um, talking and understanding myself, giving myself breaks also, or gain energy. If I'm not ready, it's okay to say, like, to stay home or not to do anything, just relax and take care of yourself. It's really important to listen to yourself, and it's okay to sometimes to do nothing. It's okay to do nothing. It really helps even sometimes to understand it's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. We won't like we were taught, I think, in our past and in our in by society that you need to have certain gains in your life. You need to succeed in something. You need to have these dreams or these dreams, and we are lost in this connection with ourselves. And um, I think this moment, this year, I think I have this finally hear this voice of myself and have this dialogue, important dialogue with myself, which I have when I was a child. It's like you lost this connection, and now you like learning with all respect and safe environment to gain this connection again and hear yourself again. So I don't know how much time it's gonna take, but I also what I hoping that it's gonna happen, and in future, and maybe nearest future, we change location. I think we really need to move somewhere, maybe Portugal, I don't know. It's really nice place with ocean and sun and surfing and everything. It's a perfect place to gain energy and to reconnect with yourself, maybe there. But I understand that I need to take care of myself more, and I need to give the good environment to open up more and go deeper for myself. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Actually, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your trust. And personally, I'm happy to hear that I and Philippe have created or made an impact in your life and in your personal transformation journey. Because that's what we are here for, and that's what we advocate in the program that we make and in the retreats that I do.
Can I also
So
say?
yeah, thank you
Can I
so
also
much.
can I also say that also what I'm grateful for, because when I met you and when we have this connection, I finally have this feeling that I have people in my life who can understand what I succeed in. Example, for we are talking about meditation and everything, that I can share with you that, for example, this fear-based experience, when I cope with it, I'm sure that you will be happy to hear that I finally did it. And it's really important when you have people in your life who can help you to navigate these things and help you to be proud of yourself and like be glad for yourself. And it's a really great feeling. I'm really thankful that I met you both, because I have that I have this feeling that I always can come to you and ask for advice, or you always have this recommendation and tools um, to find this reconnection and to calm yourself. It's really important. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for those kind words. And yes, we have more tools for you when you're ready.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
I know.
And I think you should once you continue with your writing, your
Mhm.
journaling, I think you would write a fantastic book, a fantastic story about your journey. I think it would be amazing. I would read that, absolutely.
Thank you.
Me too. And I think I already know the start of your story. Send me a message. I'll tell you the start of your story. The ones that you shared to me. It's gonna be suspense.
Okay.
But brilliant. Yeah, thank you very much for
Thank you, Tom.
yeah, you've given us a lot to think about in just in your reflection. And it's fantastic. It's empowering for us to see the power of the material when we hear this kind of feedback from someone like yourself. It gives us energy. It gives us more
Yeah.
drive, and to reach people and to help people. It gives us more energy in that respect. And so your feedback is very, very valuable. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. I'm
If you
really
will
grateful.
me to organize retreat, I have upcoming next year, January and March, and just to continue rolling out the life transformation program.
It's a really cool. I absolutely recommend program and retreats, and I so glad that I did this first step, and it started from Portugal, and I hope I'm gonna meet you again, really face to, because it's um, this connection and this feeling and the power energy that you gave when you meet a person. It's really important. So I hope to meet you really again, and also meet you, Philippe, finally
Yeah,
face.
we planning more retreats and more workshops in the new year. So I'm sure that yeah, you will be more than welcome
Yeah,
anytime,
it's fun.
as I mentioned. Yeah,
Wonderful news. Yeah.
Exactly.
perfect. So yeah, I think from me, I think that's all. Thank you very much, Maryna, for joining us. Always
Thank you for
wonderful
invitation.
to see you and to see that you're safe, which is primary importance for us.
Thank you.